This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
What is up, everybody? Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition was leaked by a Korea ratings committee. However, this isn't the first time this has happened. Sonic Origins Plus was also leaked in Korea, with news breaking out as early as February 2023. SEGA would officially announce the game March of 2023. Now, obviously, you're all probably wondering, why do we need a definitive edition of Sonic Frontiers? Like, what could we possibly get out of this? Well, I mean, more likely you're just going to get popped-in fix, more references, fixed graphics, maybe a secret ending here and there. Shadow might be playable. Again, there's so much they could do. But more than likely, if I had to guess, they're just going to upscale the graphics and add more costumes, maybe an extra cutscene or two, but that's about it. Because in my honest opinion, I think Sonic Movie 4 has a lot to do with this. Because you have to realize, if Sonic Frontiers 2 is going to be the next mainline game, I think they want to push that game for late 2027 to have it coincide with the movie. And at the same time, they say, you know what, let's go with Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition for 2026, have all these features, this and that, upscaled graphics, and we'll go from there. Because Sega always wants to go big with all their game releases. They want to do like a Summer Games Fest, they want to do a Gamescom, a Tokyo Game Show, to hype up the game. And Sonic Frontiers has done wonders for them, so why not do a Definitive Edition? At least the Switch 2 version of the game, you can finally play it on handheld mode where the graphics don't look watered down. So again, you're probably all wondering, what does Sonic 4 have to do with any of this? It has a lot to do with this, because remember, not too long ago, I made a take about how Sega and Paramount are working closely together in both the games and the movies. Who's to say that Paramount didn't tell Sega, hey, why don't we delay Sonic Frontiers 2 to late 2027? That way, Mori Kishimoto and Takashi Iizuka could get some information from Sonic 4, take some notes, and add those features into Sonic Frontiers 2 while the game is still being developed. And delaying Sonic Frontiers 2 until late 2027 is not a bad idea. You get more developmental time, the game will be more polished, and you get to add all these cool features from the movie itself. They did this before with Sonic Movie 1. So again, I think that's the direction that Sega is going to go in. They want to follow Paramount's lead, and I think what they're doing right here, it's brilliant. By going with the Definitive Edition, you get fans familiar with the franchise. I understand, it's bittersweet that you have to pay $70 for this game with high-scale graphics, but you're going to get a better experience out of it, especially for the Nintendo Switch 2 when you're playing it on handheld mode. Yeah, so again, everybody, let me know what y'all think about this, because I think Sega's planning long-term right here, because if they're going to have a Sonic Central next month, they're more than likely going to talk about Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, all their other side projects, their mobile games, this and that. Probably a Sonic Symphony for the 35th anniversary going into 2027 during Sonic Movie 4 time, which might have some new songs here and there. Again, that's the way I see Sega going right now, because why would they release Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition on Sonic's 35th anniversary, but yet Frontiers 2 isn't ready yet? I think they're going to wait until 2027 for that game to come out after what's going to happen with Sonic Movie 4. I think that's the direction they're going to go in, because if both companies are working cohesively together, it's a strong possibility that's going to move forward. And if Sonic Frontiers 1, Definitive Edition is going to have some nifty abilities here and there for all these characters, it might be a tease of what you might get in Frontiers 2. Again, Mori Kishimoto always has surprises, you never know. Again, peace out.